Guys, welcome back to my vanity floor. Yes, I am filming all of these videos in the same day, which is why I'm wearing the same exact shirt in all of these videos. I have so it had been probably 5 weeks since I filmed anything, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back in the swing of things. I'm gonna film every weekend. And then Thursday, this coming Thursday, so today's Sunday, Thursday, I'm getting wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm like, okay, great. That's gonna put me out next weekend, if not also the weekend after. So I'm trying to cram a whole bunch into one day. And this year I kind of told myself I'm not going to put so much pressure on myself to make perfect YouTube videos, because that's not what it's about. It's about talking to you guys, sharing experiences. It's not about what clothes I'm wearing. You guys probably really don't care if I'm wearing the same shirt in a bunch of videos. I mean, maybe some of you guys do, but probably some of you guys don't. So I'm trying to make my videos just a little bit more relaxed, more chatty. I know I used to kind of like cut myself off because I was like, they don't like long videos. Some of you love long videos. So I'm just less pressure, you know what I mean? But yes, I am filming all these videos back to back to back to back. So I talked about my December favorites, and then I talked about my 2017 favorites, and now I'm talking about my 2017 least favorites. The worst products of 2017. And this isn't, I don't think I've ever done a worst of the year video before. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now, or is it 3.5 years now? And I've done like products I regret buying, and I've included unfavorites and favorites videos, but I've never done like a yearly recap of like these were the worst products ever. Because most of the time, like I don't like bashing companies, and this is not a bash on any of these companies, but I just don't like saying negative things. I would rather just not talk about it, you know? Like if you don't like it, don't talk about it. Like if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But I know that you guys really like these kinds of videos, and I kind of just wanted to share my experiences with you guys. And so yeah, so we're gonna do this. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my top 5 least favorite, bottom 5, 5 worst products of 2017. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Okay, so most of these products I actually do not have anymore, because if I don't like a product, I return it. I return it immediately to Sephora or Ulta or wherever I bought it from. I return it. Occasionally, I will try to make a product work, and I just because I want to love a product so much, and so I don't return it, and I end up using it even though I hate it. And so that happens sometimes. Or I'll throw it away because like I just really don't like the product. So I actually only physically have one of these products like in my possession, because the rest I have returned to the store. So we're going to talk about the first one that I'm holding right now first. It's the Dior Forever Undercover Concealer. I bought this because I love the Dior Forever foundation. It is one of my favorite foundations. I was going to wear it for my wedding makeup, and now I've kind of decided I'm going to wear the YSL All Hours instead. But it's like, I might mix them together. Like, it's such a good foundation. So when Dior came out with a concealer version of their Forever formula, I was like, sign me up. I tried it, and I think Jeffree Star was the one who used it, and he was like, oh, this is the best concealer ever. And I was like, oh, sweet. Not thinking about the fact that Jeffree Star probably has under eye filler and Botox, and his under eyes are probably super, super smooth. He probably has 0 wrinkles. Anyways, not a bash on him. I really like him. But me, I have, you know, aging under eyes. I have smile lines. They're a little bit drier, and they're not perfect by any means. And so if I use a product that dries them out in any form or fashion, it looks awful. And so I bought this, and the first time I used it, I was like, maybe I used it wrong. I don't know. I mean, it does have a more satiny matte finish, which, I mean, the Tarte Shape Tape has a satiny matte finish too. So it's like, and I love this, but I was like, oh, maybe I used it wrong. Maybe it's the color. And then I've used this for probably 2 months straight. And finally I was like, nope, it's the concealer. Like, it is just bad. It makes my under eyes look so cakey and so old and so aged, and it settles into fine lines, and it dries them out, and it's not a good look. And it's definitely the concealer that does it, because when I immediately switched back to the Tarte Shape Tape, I was like, bam, there's the under eyes I remember. So not worth the money. Don't like it at all. The next thing is something that's really surprising, because I actually used this product in a tutorial and I loved it. I even put it in a favorites video. But I'll be honest, after that little moment of time, so I think I hauled it, I did a tutorial, I put it in a favorites. After that, I didn't touch it. And I was like, okay, I think it's time to get rid of this product. It's the Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. I love the Naked palettes. I've had all of the Naked palettes, even the Naked Basics, the little mini ones. Like, I just love Urban Decay Naked palettes. They're the best palettes out there. And so every single time they come out with a new one, I buy it, I love it. I use it to death. I buy it for my family members. I bought it for my sister-in-law. I bought it for my sister. I bought it for my mom. Like, I just love the Naked palettes. And the Naked Heat has the same formula. It has the same packaging. But something about the colors, like, it had that really like reddish kind of auburny color scheme, which is so popular right now. But I had so many other palettes with the same colors in it. So like, for example, sitting right in front of me right now, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette has a ton of those like reddish brownish colors. And I remember I opened it up, like Matt and I were getting ready to go to the mall, and I opened up the Naked Heat palette, and I opened up this palette, and I put them next to each other, and I was like, Matt, are these colors in this palette? Like, I figured I could ask a guy who doesn't care, because he's not gonna worry about finish. He's just gonna see the overall color scheme and be like, yeah, those colors are in there. I was like, are those colors in this palette? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so that's why I'm only using this palette and not the Naked Heat palette. And so many other palettes, like the Smashbox Cover, I think it's called the Cover, not the Cover Effect, Smashbox, I don't know, the little mini ones. The Ablaze palette had it. The Toasted palette has those colors. Just so many palettes have that same color scheme. So I returned the Naked Heat palette. I did. Speaking of eyeshadow palettes, the other thing, I couldn't return it because I technically received it as PR. So I ended up just tossing the product, and I feel so bad saying that because it's a new company. They reached out to me for an honest opinion, and I just didn't like the product, you guys. I even did a video about it, and I tried to make it as like positive as possible. But after that video, I tried using that same product multiple times on multiple occasions, and I just couldn't make it work. And it was the Deck of Scarlet eyeshadow palette. To be fair, I've only tried the one palette. It was the one that Amy Rose Walker made. The color scheme is beautiful. And in fact, the lip liner and the eyeliner that it came with, I still have because those were good. But the eyeshadows were just not good in that palette. So I don't know, to be fair, I haven't tried any of the other ones. I don't know if that palette was like a one-off or what, but that purple color in that palette did not blend at all. It was not pigmented. It was super flaky, fallout everywhere. And I couldn't make it work. The gold was pretty, but I don't know. That was definitely a dud this year. The fourth product that I absolutely despised this year and returned back to Sephora is the Boscia White Charcoal Setting Spray. I think that's the proper name. I'm gonna insert pictures of all of these products, so it'll be on the screen for you, but that was something that like, I had so many bad experiences with it. So I had this point, I think it was like May, where I bought a whole bunch of different setting sprays, and I was trying out a whole bunch of different setting sprays, and the Boscia one was one of those. Actually, it was May because I bought it during the May Sephora sale. So anyways, the bottle was huge. It was like this white liquidy kind of like skin milky looking formula. It looked gross. And it had like these white chunks in it, which is the white charcoal. And it was supposed to be a mattifying makeup setting spray by Boscia, which I love the brand Boscia. They have some of my favorite products. I love their makeup breakup cleansing oil. I love their swirled, I think it's Tubaki pink moisturizer. I love Boscia. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. They have setting spray. It was awful, you guys. It left white spots all over my face. It ruined so many makeup looks. It left white all over your clothes. So if you're wearing like this shirt, it would leave white stuff all over it if I were to spray it. It got white stuff all over my vanity. Like, it was just awful. And it didn't matter how hard you shook it or how long you shook it for, it just left that white stuff everywhere. So don't try that. Okay, last product that I did not like this year, and I feel really bad because I love the brand Too Faced. They are one of my favorite brands. I think their products are so cutesy, and they come out with the cutest little lines of things. And they came out with their Peaches and Cream line this year, and I was like, oh my god, I need the whole thing. And it was one of the last lines of makeup that I got super excited about, and I bought like a lot of the product, not the whole line, but I bought a lot of the stuff in the line. It's been a while since I've gotten super excited about like a new line launch from any cosmetics company. And so that was one of the last ones, and I love the setting spray, I love the bronzer, I love the eyeshadow palette. The one thing I did not love is the lipsticks. Oh my god, those lipsticks are awful. And I thought it was just the one lipstick, because originally I bought the color, I think it was called Schoolgirl. I don't remember. I did a whole video testing out that line, so I will link any correlating videos down below for you guys. But I put it on and I was like, ugh, like it was one of those lipsticks that was like too waxy, and it like skipped on my lips, and it wouldn't stick to the inner part of my lips. So I had it on like the outside, but it wouldn't stick to the inner part of my lips. You guys know what I'm talking about. I hate when lipsticks do that. And the color was off, so I was like, okay, maybe I just need a different color. So I swapped it out for a different color that was a little bit more wearable for me, and the color was spot on, but it still had that same problem. It was just so waxy, and it did not stick to my lips well, and it felt weird. And it's supposed to be like a matte finish, but it was like this really bad, like, oof. I didn't like it at all. So I returned both of them, which is very unfortunate because the packaging is really cute. It's like this heavy duty, like pink and gold, peachy looking, like it's so cute, but it was a dud. Alright guys, well those are the top 5 products or bottom 5 products, however you want to think about it, that I did not like in 2017. I know there's been lots of duds this year, and there's probably some that I just can't think of at the moment, but there was some really big fails this year. Like, some people hated the Sweet Peach mist. I liked it, but some people hated that. The Anastasia Beverly Hills, was it the Prism palette, or what was the one that, Subculture palette, that everyone freaking lost their marbles over? There's been a lot of misses this year, but luckily either I liked those products or I didn't try those products. So I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking of, but these are the 5 that came to my top of my mind ASAP. So anyways, if you guys like these kinds of like I don't like these products videos, let me know. As I said, I return products almost immediately and get my money back, but I can kind of like make better notes so I have, you know, a better list towards the end of 2018. Oh my god, it's weird to say 2018. Anyways, let me know if you like these kinds of videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.